Hi friends, I am back with part 2 of my March TBR pile of possibilities. Every book I own that can meet the the prompts for Middle Grade March in March. Middle Grade March is a readathon that I participate. This is my third year participating in it. I don't think I really went back to middle grade books until I started watching BookTube. Definitely Krista Books and Jams got me back into middle grade, and she's one of the hosts of the Middle Grade March readathon, as well as Amanda from On the Middle Shelf and Katie at Life Between Words. I will link their channels below. This is my pile of potential reads. That's a good one. These are piles of potential reads because I'm a mood reader, and you never know what mood you'll be in because the seasons will be changing. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do these really fast. The top ones really fast because were part of my library book haul that I went up a couple days ago. I'll also link that below. She Persisted by Floris Griffith Joyner, written by Rita Williams Garcia. I remember watching FloJo at the Olympics when I was little with my dad, and it's a great memory, and so I wanted to read more about her. There's Jasmine's Notebook by Nikki Grimes, who is a poet that I really enjoy. Riot by Walter Dean Myers is a historical middle grade fiction, and I've heard a lot of great things about Walter Dean Myers. This could meet the middle grade March prompt for a one-word title. And I think an immigrant and refugee story as well. 2 prompts with 1 book, huh? Okay, so this one will also be part of I think this will probably be one of the books that I absolutely read because it meets prompts for both the Irish Readathon and Middle Grade March. This is Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer. This is a book for Irish Readathon, would be a children's book by an Irish author, which this is. And for the Middle Grade March, this is a book that I feel like I missed out on because a lot of people have read this. I think I'm the last person to not have read this. So looking forward to that one. Some of my other middle grades are ones that I have had on my shelves for a minute, definitely a couple years. The next one is The Stickleback Catchers by Lizette Aughton. It says a river full of memories and adventure to keep them alive. I read The Secret of Haven Point by Lizette Aughton, I think last year. I really, really enjoyed it. This says, down by the river where the silvery stickleback swim, Mimi, Titch, and Nuzrat are the stickleback catchers, solvers of puzzles and seekers of adventure. Mimi's gran has started forgetting things. There are cracks appearing all around their home and a mysterious black crow, both of which only Mimi seems able to see. The stickleback catchers begin piecing the magical clues together, which one by one might help them to close the cracks and bring Gran back forever. Very, very excited for that one. The next one I have is Each Little Bird That Sings by Deborah Wiles. This is about Comfort Snowberger is an explorer, a recipe taster, and a funeral reporter. Writing about dead people might seem like a strange hobby for a 10-year-old, but Comfort grew up in a funeral home, so she knows how to deal with death, or at least she thinks she does, until great-great-aunt Florentine drops dead, just like that, and everything starts going wrong. Suddenly, Comfort's sniveling, whiny cousin Peach won't leave her alone, and her best friend, Declaration, whom she could always count on before, has turned downright mean. So now, even if it means missing the most important funeral of her life, all Comfort really wants to do is sit in her closet with her dog Dismay and hide. And then something happens that makes Comfort realize how strong she really is, all on her own. So it sounds like grief and a dog, and I love it. I don't love grief, but I like books about grief. And if there's a dog in it, that's awesome. The next one is Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. This is 11-year-old Melody has a photographic memory. Her head is like a video camera that is always recording, always. And there's no delete button. She's the smartest kid in her whole school, but no one knows it. Most people, her teachers and doctors included, don't think she's capable of learning. And up until recently, her school days consisted of listening to the same preschool level alphabet lessons again and again and again. If only she could speak up. If only she could tell people what she thinks and knows, but she can't, because Melody can't talk. She can't walk. She can't write. Being stuck inside her head is making Melody go out of her mind. That is until she discovers something that will allow her to speak for the first time ever. At last, Melody has a voice, but not everyone around her is ready to hear it. That sounds good. I've heard really great things about this too. So this is Ramona the Pest by Beverly Cleary. I used to read these when I was little and had to get it. I think I got it at a library book sale, maybe. Ramona Quimby is thrilled to be starting kindergarten. She likes a little boy named Davy so much she wants to kiss him, and she loves Susan's beautiful curls so much she wants to pull them to see them boing. Her teacher even promises her a present just for sitting still. So how does Ramona get in trouble? Well, anyone who knows Ramona knows that she is never a pest on purpose. So this will be a nice little walk down memory lane for me. I was trying to see, is this the first? I think this is the first one in the series. Wow. First written in 1968. That's super cool. Okay. Another one that I think I got at a library book sale. I love my library book sales. Is The Penderwicks, A Summer Tale of Four Sisters, Two Rabbits, and a Very Interesting Boy by Janine Birdsall. This is about the four Penderwick sisters who find themselves staying on a beautiful estate called Arundel for their summer holidays. They can't wait to explore the wonderful sprawling grounds, and even more wonderful is Jeffrey, the son of Arundel's owner, the perfect companion for their summer adventures. But Jeffrey's mother is less than thrilled when the Penderwick sisters thrilled with the Penderwick sisters and warns the new friends to stay out of trouble, which of course they will, won't they? This was a National Book Award winner, and it's from, let's see, 2005. All right. The next one, I'm not sure if I'm going to read this in March because I'm supposed to read this as a buddy read. However, I had to mention it because I really enjoy this author. This is Catherine Marsh, and this one is Nowhere Boy. 14-year-old Hamid is stranded in a city that wants nothing to do with him. Newly arrived in Brussels, Belgium, Hamid fled a life of uncertainty and suffering in Syria, only to lose his father on the perilous journey to the shores of Europe. Now he's struggling to get by on his own, with no one left and nowhere to go. His hope is fading. Then he meets Max, a 13-year-old American boy. Lonely and homesick, Max is having trouble at his new school and just can't seem to do anything right. But with one startling discovery, Max and Hamid's lives collide and a friendship begins to grow. So it's about friendship in really difficult times. Catherine Marsh also wrote The Lost Year, and it was one of my favorite books last year. All right, so we're going on to Anne Rinaldi. This is A Break with Charity, a story about the Salem witch trials. I really enjoy Anne Rinaldi's writing, using the historical perspective and fictionalizing it to, I feel like, make it more accessible and relatable for kids. Because sometimes history can, really feel overwhelming for kids. And so I like these that can be good fictionalized accounts. Susanna desperately wants to join the circle of girls who meet every week at the parsonage. What she doesn't realize is that the leader of the group, the malicious Anne Putnam, is about to set off a torrent of false accusations leading to the imprisonment and execution of countless innocent people. When Susanna puts the pieces together, she faces a painful choice. She can keep quiet and let the witch hunt panic continue, or she can break charity with the group and risk having her family named as witches. So yeah, that'll be hard and good. This one is another one from the library book sale. This is Show Us Who You Are by Elle McNichol. When Cora meets Adrienne, she isn't looking for a new best friend. She doesn't want to explain that she's different, but Adrienne surprises her, and soon she's drawn into a whirlwind of fun, adventure, and true friendship, and into the world of the mysterious Pomegranate Institute. Cora becomes captivated by Pomegranate's hologram technology that can bring people back to life. But there are secrets lurking beneath the surface that threaten everything she knows to be true. Can Cora fight to make her voice heard and not lose sight of herself? Yeah, so that sounds interesting, and it's a really, really cool cover. This was just they had a middle grade March book club, and this was their pick for, I think, January, and I missed reading it. This is The Winter King by Christine Cohen. The Winter King is a beautiful book in every way, stirring and lovely, a tale of courage marinated in deep truth and laced with echoes of Till We Have Faces. This is exactly the kind of book I want to fill my family shelf with. That was N.D. Wilson. It's a village trapped in winter, a tyrannical god, and a girl who will do anything to keep her family alive. Not sure if I'll read this. I might save it for next winter, but wanted to add it on here. So one of the prompts is for middle grade March is a debut. And I believe this is B.B. Alston's debut. This is Amari and the Night Brothers. I don't know how. I have not read this yet. I'm interested in it. I read a little bit of it. It sounds amazing. This is going to be the time that I read this middle grade March. I'm going to read this. So Amari Peters has never stopped believing her missing brother Quentin is alive. Not even when the police told her otherwise, or when she got in trouble for standing up to bullies who said he was gone for good. So when she finds a ticking briefcase in his closet containing a nomination for a summer tryout at the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, she's certain the secretive organization holds the key to locating Quentin. If only she can wrap her head around the idea of magicians, fairies, aliens, and other supernatural creatures all being real. Yes, this is his debut, so I'm going to read this in March. I'm going to. I also want to read this one because this has been on my shelves forever too. This is Amal Unbound by Aisha Saeed. This is about 12-year-old Amal's dream of becoming a teacher one day is dashed in an instant when she accidentally insults a member of her Pakistani village's ruling family. As punishment for her behavior, she is forced to leave her heartbroken family behind and go work on their estate. Amal is distraught, but has faced setbacks before, so she summons her courage and begins navigating the complex rules of life as a servant, with all its attendant jealousies and pecking order woes. Most troubling, though, is Amal's increasing awareness of the deadly measures the Khan family will go in order to stay in control. Yeah, I'm really interested in this one too. I've said that about all these. But look at that cover. That's so beautiful. So these are some of the books I'm hoping to read. There's 2 more that I got from the library book sale for my nephew, and I want to read them first. These are Dogman, A Tale of Two Kitties by Dave Pilkey, and then Cat Kid, Comic Club on Purpose by Dave Pilkey. These are graphic novels, and my nephew really enjoys the graphic novels, and so do I. So I would like to read those before he comes to visit me and I give them to him. So these are the books that I'm hoping to read for middle grade March. There's just some of them. I'm gonna figure out where to put all these stacks too. There's a group read for middle grade March called The Mona Lisa Vanishes. I have not been able to get my hands on a copy of it yet. Not sure if I will be able to, but either way, I've got great books that I already own to read. So are y'all participating in middle grade March? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this content, please click like and subscribe, and check back with me at the end of March to see what I actually read. Happy reading.